The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side and the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
It's good that we've been going this long and haven't really started yet, because I've been capturing it all. Oh, it's fucking fantastic conversation. All right, let's fucking do this. Boxing B-Sides meets Boxing Before Dark. All the boxing peeps are in the same place. Shanada,
it's a crossover.
yeah, you are the crossover elite right now. How's it going over there in JP?
I am so fucking tired. I got home at 7 a.m. and it is now 11 a.m. So
Japan.
And then we also got Saul, the one and only, and Josh.
Paul.
Probox good.
Probox good. All right,
Lester Martinez
gave a good account of himself.
Good account of. I have thoughts about that fight.
All right, so do we just want to jump into the Canelo Crawford card? We'll just work our way from the bottom up.
First, honorable mention to the shitty matchroom card earlier that day. Molly McCann switching over from MMA to boxing and still getting kicked.
Hell yeah.
That was really funny.
Referee out of his mind, not there at all.
I
Blatantly
cannot
front
believe.
kicked. Fucking hand up his ass, I guess. Like,
I cannot
Jesus
believe
Christ.
that's not a DQ for someone to throw a front kick. That's fucking ridiculous.
Molly McCann
She did
didn't
miss.
care.
Of course
Didn't
she
even give
didn't
a
care.
shit.
She can handle
He
it.
just kept beating the shit out of her. Like, yep. That's as a normal day in a beautiful UK, I guess.
All right,
Oh, it was a UK card
it was.
because
Yeah.
Nick Ball kicks people too, so must be a UK
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Anyways,
Pretty
no one
crazy.
cares about that card. So,
I care about it.
can you give me admin perms?
We'll get back. We'll get
The
back to
admin-
it the next time we sit down. So, wanted to start on the Canelo Crawford card. Marco Verde versus what's his name? Because I wrote down the wrong one.
Akil?
Sona Akale.
Akali.
Kale.
Akale.
I butchered his name.
So he was pretty upset that the fight was stopped.
Oh, this stoppage was horrific.
You think so?
Mhm. I
Like,
agree.
I'm not one of those like boxing fans where like the fighters have to like die every time for it to be a stoppage. But like it's not the amateurs. Like you don't stop it at the slightest wobble. You see if he's actually hurt, judging by how he's defending himself, and then you step in. You don't just watch him barely wobble after getting hit like slightly through your guard. Like, this stoppage was really bad. Granted, it was going in that direction, but this stoppage was really fucking bad.
I agree. I think that I wouldn't say it's probably one of the worst ones I've seen. Obviously, I think that still goes to Mildred Taylor and Chavez.
Oof.
Really?
Just for like blatant. Yeah. You guys don't agree with that?
Continue with this one. Continue
One
with
sec-
this one before we get
One second,
sidetracked.
okay. Yeah, you're right. We'll talk about that another day. But either way, it was a bad stoppage. I feel that was way too early. Again, he was getting hurt. There's no doubt about it. He was going to lose the fight, but they just stopped it. I believe they stopped it just to keep padding the record of Marco Verde, which I understand. But
I
it's
thought
unfortunate.
that it was going in that direction, and it wasn't necessarily that he was hurt in that moment, but it was just that he was not adequately defending himself. Over the course of four rounds, 3.5 rounds, he wasn't adequately defending himself. Is what my thinking is. What the ref was thinking. If that makes sense.
No, I know we've done the devil's advocate. Like it was just a bad stoppage, but like there's not much else to
early.
it.
Yeah, it was a little early.
Yeah, there's not. Like there's not. I don't want to scream corruption or whatever. Like it's just. This is one of those like value judgments because the ref is there and you're not. Like, whatever.
It is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like for the
Like,
case of Akale, but
it was a shutout to that point. Akali was never gonna win that shit.
Save him from a little bit of extra punishment. Like, as much as he's not gonna like, of course he's not gonna like it. He's a professional fucking boxer. He's not gonna like it, but that's what you're there for, ref.
Yes.
One thing I will say is that Akali kind of did give him a good fight. He
did
test a little bit. Yeah, I got to give him props. Credit where credit's due. He was duking it out.
Yeah, it was a good scrap. He made it scrappy.
Yeah, he made it scrappy. It was fun. It was a good fight, but
very good.
Ended in a horrible
card.
Yes.
Oh, moving up, Sultan Al Mohammed versus Martin Caraballo. Sorry, they apparently don't do double L's in Miami. Yeah, it was a one-way beating, like pretty much from the onset.
It was not very interesting.
No, I found this more interesting than the Muhammad Alakel fight that had up the bill. Like, I would have rather had this. I would rather have, if you're gonna give me a Saudi plant, I would have taken Sultan Al Muhammad over Muhammad Alakel.
No, I will say that was a really good fight to open the card. It's funny though, the a lot of the openers were better than some of the main fight on the card, main fights in the card. Like that, I think honestly,
not naming names.
Not naming names, but they
Callum Walsh should not have been so high up.
Oh my god.
Callum Walsh should have. Callum Walsh should. I got words to say once we get there.
But they should be pushing this kid Sultan a lot more than Alakel. Alakel we'll get to right now. He was boring as fuck, pill fisted. But we'll get to it right now. Sultan is fun at least. He was a fun fighter.
He's
to watch.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Moving up, Reito Tsutsumi gets the stoppage in 1 over Javier Martinez. Is there a lot to take away from a 1-round stoppage?
Reito's the better brother for sure. I've been saying it the whole time, but he's definitely the better brother.
That was a pretty good knockout.
Another Saudi plant. Tsutsumi.
Kinda, yeah. To an extent, yeah.
Yeah, he's a step removed from like Sultan Al Muhammad or Alakel.
Yeah,
but he's
like a step cousin.
Yeah, he's still a plant though. Ugh.
Yeah, not like Caleb though.
It's
a plant.
It makes me want to. It makes my opinion of you start in a negative place, whereas it would be neutral any other way. Raiko Santana stopped Steven Nelson. This felt like a bad stoppage. Another one that happened a little bit too soon. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know why they stopped it that early, dude. He wasn't hurt. He was
just
damaged at all.
He was caught in a bad position. That's really what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen refs give fighters that are fucking out on their knees, out on their feet.
That's what I mean. Like, it's
more of an opportunity.
I know. Like, it's just a weird night. Just a very weird couple stoppages.
Yeah, this one felt like it should have been an 8 count. To me.
And even then, like you have to. I get the whole, like, you have to protect them from themselves, but also, like, it's professional boxing. On like you need to give them a little bit of leeway to bounce back and recover. Because some fighters can get, like, shattered easy and recover like it's nothing. Like, they'll look like they're on skates the entire fucking fight, but they keep recovering quickly, so you can't judge it by a first look. Especially in a 10-rounder. A 4-rounder, whatever, right?
Yeah.
10-rounder, no. Unacceptable.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, for a 10-round guy, you're not giving him a 10-round guy's, like, giving him enough rope for him to hang. He should be hanging himself with it. Like,
yeah, like, it's not.
You shouldn't be stringing him up. Yeah.
Honestly, like Steven Nelson's also fought Pacheco. You know, obviously Pacheco's not the greatest, but he's taking harder shots. You know, he didn't look hurt. He was just buzzed a little bit. You know, bad stoppage.
This was the Cuban that had Team Mexico on his hat. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, ironic.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a Reynoso guy. That's probably what it is, but because like Steven Nelson is a Bomac guy, right?
Bomac, yeah.
So they have their guys like up and down the bill, except for the Saudi plants. But moving up, Jermaine Franklin, UD over Ivan Ditchko. Which of you two was it that was really going hard for Jermaine Franklin?
Me, I'll give it to Josh.
Me.
He was 100% right. I was wrong.
Ditchko was not ready. Ditchko was not ready, and Jermaine Franklin, like again, he showed up ready for the occasion, and voila, he actually did it. He just did it. Not bad.
Franklin.
Not the most
Franklin
exciting
is
fight,
always ready. Like
Yeah,
he
that's what I
stays
mean,
in
like-
shape.
Yeah, like Franklin, no, like a shape. Shape is a broad term. He stays in his version of shape. He's
Yeah.
He's a professional who's ready to get off the couch to fight. And you know what? Like Ditchko, 35, never really fought anyone with a winning record, or with a good record, and like he wasn't gonna be the guy to step up at fucking 35 to beat Jermaine Franklin. Like,
Have you ever seen?
Yeah.
It's a meme, but it's like about Amazon reviews. It says like 5.0 on 35 reviews. It's the Drake
or like
one.
a 4.5 with like 30,000 reviews. Yeah,
Exactly. Like that's what Jermaine
Exactly.
Franklin is. He's that 4.5.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's no, he's not 4.5, guys. He's like 3.
Not-
And
Not the exact number.
at a heavyweight, like he's like again, like I'm not saying like there's guys who don't beat him at heavyweight and he's like only beatable by the top, but I'm saying like you have to be a special guy to not be given problems. Like I think there's like
Yeah, no, you're right.
like he does
He's-
give guys issues consistently.
Mhm.
He's a quality
He's a good-
veteran.
Good gatekeeper. Like
Yeah.
he tests you.
He's a very
And-
quality veteran.
You know what? I might want to see him fight Itama.
I think
Might be a good
Fabio.
fight
I
for
think him. I think him. I think Jermaine Franklin and Fabio Wardley is a much more fun little encounter instead of the potential spoiler that he might be for Itama.
Yeah.
I would love to see Franklin beat Atama.
That would.
That would be crazy. American.
Like that's what I mean. Like dude, I just put an article in the to publish thing for.
Am I getting hyped for a heavyweight
for
fight?
Itama? No. Yeah, but I was right. Is my point here. Daichiko was not good, and Franklin is.
He was, yeah, exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Albeit not the most exciting fight until near the end.
That's just because Franklin doesn't really have power. He's a very volume guy.
Yeah, he was just loading up. They're just loading up.
Like he's a very solid boxer. It's just like like if he just had a little more power,
He would be a problem.
he would be such an issue because
Because
like
he's
something
pretty accurate too.
like the success. No, like he boxes great. It's just the power that like White and AJ had their success when they didn't respect him.
Yeah,
Because
that's like his
otherwise,
Achilles heel.
because otherwise he pieces you up pretty good. It's just the power on Franklin that really costs him, which is why he's a great, like solid veteran for a lot of prospects. Because like, it's basically an IQ test on risk.
Yeah, because that Jermaine
What you-
Franklin isn't a power threat. He's an IQ threat.
Yeah, like he's very much tested your risk tolerance because if you're a prospect who's gonna like bound to get knocked out, then you're gonna respect Jermaine Franklin.
Mhm.
But like it's a big IQ and risk tolerance test, which is good. There's not much at heavyweight. At heavyweight, it's either like you basically fight like fat construction workers until you get to world level where like, oh shit, everyone can hit and everyone can box. So having guys like Franklin in the mix are great, especially for a budding prospect.
Yeah.
Is Franklin the new Chisora?
The
No,
American
no,
Chisora.
He's much better at boxing than Chisora was.
I
But
guess.
also, I
Chisora
don't-
was a good test, though, for everyone.
I don't
Chisora
think
will be the next undisputed heavyweight.
I
Can't
don't
really
think
watch.
I don't think he'll ever get the chances Chisora did though.
True.
Oh hell no!
That's-
absolutely not.
Like Chisora has got to be like skill record and like pay ratio. Like probably
the only
one of-
person who beats him is Cambosis.
no, because like Chisora like Chisora has longevity there too. Like
What I
every
just hear-
time you're like, fuck, finally he's gone. He's lost so many times. You're like, what the fuck is he doing winning again? Like when he knocked out Takam and came back, I'm like, oh my god. Another 8 years of this shit. The same shit. Literally, he'll win like one or two, and then he'll lose 4 in a row, and then like it's a cycle. But you know what? He's still around, and somehow he's the IBF mandatory, which
Yeah,
is
I was about to
hilarious.
say, he's sniffing a title shot with that IBF.
Again,
Yeah,
You-
which like
which is
God,
crazy.
put
Alright.
this guy to in misery. Holy fuck!
Have you heard? You've heard. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But it's cheeky Nando's with the lads.
Fuck, cheeky man.
Cheeky Mandos with Eddie Hearn and the IBF.
Oh my god.
Maybe we're not doing Eddie Hearn because Chisora's.
I don't even blame Eddie Hearn for that. Like the IBF has a clear set of rules. If you play their game,
You're
gonna get the title shot.
You'll become a
Yeah, it doesn't
yeah,
cheeky Mando.
cheeky Mando.
Doesn't matter
with the IBF.
how good or bad you are. If you play the game, you get in line, you beat the guy in front of you, you're there. A lot of A side talent doesn't want to go through that, so you end up with a lot of not A-listers that end up getting their title shot by following the
But
rules.
God damn it, do they not grind their teeth just the same?
Oh.
Jesus.
Just thought I'd throw
Yep.
it out there. They grind just like everyone else.
Just ugh. Oh well. Who's next? Can we please
Yeah.
talk about Mbili?
And we're close.
We're almost there. We're almost
Yeah,
there.
Brandon Adams, UD over Sergey Bohachuk.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Special guest.
Brandon Adams is the fucking. He's the foil. He's Bohachuk's
For the record-
like, kryptonite.
I got this one right as well. I said that this was an easy way to get rid of Bohachuk because Brandon Adams is a lot more beatable for all of the talent that Turkey has in his sphere of influence at 154. I said this. I said I
did.
called it. I said that Bohachuk is better than Brandon Adams. Brandon Adams is just that has his number.
Mhm.
So the thing is that with this loss, you go, oh, here's the guy who's better than Bohachuk, and then basically only Virgil gets fucked over with the bad looking win here, and you're gonna everyone at 154 basically gets to feast on Brandon Adams and be like, look, this win is better than Virgil's against Bohachuk.
Oh shit! Yeah,
will
Brandon
say
Adams
me and-
versus Madrimov. Sign it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like for sure, Boots is gonna fight Brandon Adams next year, and it's gonna be and half the marketing after Boots wipes the floor with him is look at this. This is the guy who beat Bohachuk, who gave Virgil hell.
I
When
will say that me and Isaac can go to hell right now. We're gonna go to bad shit.
Dude, I was right
Like-
there too. I thought that Bohachuk was gonna get his back, and he was gonna get
Mhm.
his back in just emphatically.
no,
And
it's
no.
no, this is sometimes a guy just has your number.
Yeah.
The issue is when the promoter knows that a guy has your number.
Mhm.
There's no problem with a guy having your number. That's just how sports are. Like, you could fight 20 times against Brandon Adams, and you could maybe win one.
It's just how. Yeah, it's just how it is. He's just
the issue.
He got you.
Yeah, the issue is your promoter knows that and is now gonna fuck you. And case in point, do not like the Boachuk has got the Boachuk's probably. You're probably the next time you'll see Boachuk, if is either if a guy at 154 actively calls him out, or as an IBF mandatory.
Oh no!
Yeah, he might be gone for a while now.
He
like
might
he's
be a cheeky
like
Mando in a few years.
that's
stuck
the
on
whole,
Arm Nation.
that's the whole play. Like you're gonna like Boachuk is probably pro box bound.
Boachuk would do well on Pro Box,
That would
actually.
not
Oh,
be
absolutely.
bad. Yeah, that
Like
would be
going
a
up
good
the
way.
going up the IBF route on Pro Box is perfect, but like you can see, like it worked out perfectly. They now have a perfect B-side opponent at 154 that everyone has now watched, who is ostensibly worse than Boachuk, but looks better for promotion. So
Oh,
there we go. I was 2 for 2 on these.
Yeah,
I just noticed.
Mm.
Nathan,
newcomer.
how you doing?
What up, fellas?
How goes it?
Welcome to the
man?
pod, buddy.
Welcome.
It goes good. We saw the good guys win on Saturday, despite all the odds.
The good,
Oh, he's talking about Tom Walsh.
the good guys being Inoue, right?
Yeah.
Well, Sunday.
Inoue and Crawford, 100%.
Yeah, Inoue.
Yeah, that's it.
Jermaine
Crawford fight.
and Jermaine Franklin.
And Brandon
Muhammad
Adams.
Alakel.
Brandon Adams is not the good guy here.
Oh no, he's not. I thought he was
I'm-
going to
I'm-
be
I-
good feeder.
I'm pro Boachuk staying in the mix. I'm actually like the prediction was a cynical one.
I respect
That
that.
was
I respect that a lot.
That was a cynical prediction, but I ride for Boachuk here because he's fun as fuck to watch and he's good. He's an actual good boxer. Like
He's tough as hell. Those body shots looked painful.
that's what I mean. Like yeah. If like I am the biggest Boots Glazer alive, because like yeah, I think Boots if when he faces a quality opponent who like actually requires him to use his defense and like box like a normal human being, oh my god, you're gonna see what makes him great. And I think
I'll
Boachuk
show
would
you
have been
what
perfect.
great I am.
I think Boachuk would have been perfect to get that out of Boots.
Well, basically, what happened with Stanionis was what happened with Boots, or what happened with Boachuk.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say
look,
like Stanionis is the blueprint for what would happen to Boachuk.
Oh yeah, but that's what I mean. Like Boots performances are so inconsistent just because like he knows the bad part about him having a chin is he so knows it, so he doesn't give a fuck about like guys who are not even close to his level or aren't a threat to him.
That's what That's what I'm saying. Nobody seriously. Like, dude, like who cares? He knows you can't get hit hard. It's like, dude, well, it's boxing. You're gonna get hit. Like King Berlanga said, you're gonna get hit.
Well,
Sometimes
Berlanga's gonna get hit by anyone, dude. Like, come on.
They're scoring points.
No, I know. It's
No
like
matter how tippy tap it is.
like the reason why I prop up Boots Crawford as anywhere near competitive is because it's not because I'm trying to downplay Crawford. It's because I believe in Boots that much. We're like, oh my god, they will give us fireworks down the stretch.
I think that would be a purist sort of wet dream.
Like they both have that mean streak and that dog and the dynamicism to really just like it's not so much Crawford hate as it is like Boots. I have belief in Boots. And like I hope to God that like even though he signed with Matchroom, like we get some fun Boots stuff.
That's good stuff.
It's like it's really not even his fault, but like he is extremely avoided as a fighter, and for like obvious reasons, right? The reason that he and Crawford can even be in the same sentence is his skills are legit. So like,
Yeah.
not even like he had to fight. I can't even remember the guy's name. He had to fight some dude that like he 12-0'd in his first fight. He had to rematch him right away because there was literally no one else for him to fight.
Oh, he didn't showbox. Like he had to grind his teeth on showbox to even get a spot on a Showtime undercard.
It was the Karen
Like-
Chakudzian, that guy.
Oh, yeah. Like I've talked about this before. Karen is such a negative fighter. Like it puts Boots in a bad light. But also, like, I don't think there was a single moment where Boots wasn't in complete control.
But it was a matter of there being whispers that maybe Boots didn't do as good as you think he did, right?
Yeah,
And
styles
so-
make fights is all.
Yeah, that's exactly what it comes down to. Let's move up. Muhammad Alakel versus Travis Crawford. Alakel gets the UD. Don't have a whole lot to say on this one. This was boring as shit.
I feel like they chose that opponent on purpose just because of the name.
I
Alakel fought Crawford. Oh my god.
I thought that had something to
That's
do,
not crazy.
do with it.
It's gotta have something to do with it. That's fucking too much. Travis Crawford, Terence Crawford. Like, come on.
But something that was worth watching: Christian and Mbili split draw with Lester Martinez. Wow.
This is the first time I have seen nobody complain about a draw. Nobody in
In a
SP
while.
was mad.
My complaint about the draw was not about the scoring itself. It was about Mbili's performance.
What was
That was
your
bad.
complaint with his performance?
Mbili does not have more than a single gear that he fights in.
No, Mbili's not that good.
No,
don't
I know, like
understand why
really,
people
like-
think he is.
No, really, no. The thing is that like the way he's coached, like I live in Canada. I'm like somewhat in the know for like Canadian boxing and everything. Like the coaches he has are not bad coaches. Like it is not his trainer. Fuck. You saw the corner work. Like if you like the translation wasn't great, but those who speak French, they're trying to get him to set up to set traps and set up his attacks instead of just going right into his chest and smothering his work. Like if Mbili fought that fight not like with a jab and fought it like maybe even 5% smarter, it's probably 10-0 Mbili. And credit to Lester Martinez for hanging in there and fighting his fight. But God, Mbili really fights like an idiot. Because it isn't that he doesn't have more than the one gear. He just fights in the one gear for whatever reason.
He's comfortable there. He doesn't like leaving his comfort zone.
Yeah, he gets like mincemeat made out of him by like top guys at 168 because like even like Caleb Plant before Caleb Plant was washed up, like yeah, Caleb Plant gasses in the later rounds, but if that's only when you force him to fight out of his comfort area. Caleb Plant could stay in probably second gear the whole fight with a guy like Mbili. Benavidez beats the fuck out of him. Even guys like you say Pacheco, like he's just like it's not his coaching, it's not his fitness. He chooses to fight with a very low IQ, and you can see just by the draw.
It was perfect though. This was fight of the year for me so far.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking great. Did you not like it?
It was
It was
great.
a great fight. But
was
fight of
very
the year so far?
Yeah,
very-
who beats it?
You have to.
I don't know. I personally think that fucking. I don't know.
Was Virgil Boachuk this year?
No.
No, it was last year.
Okay,
There's been-
I knew Cardenas too on my short list.
I was about to say that
This was
on my
more
list as well.
fun.
I know.
This was more fun.
I can.
It was
find-
a lot of fun. My thing is, it's only because it was a 10-round fight too, which I would love if I would have loved if it was 2 more rounds.
That's true.
You know,
That
Which
was
I-
a weird marketing thing they did for Netflix. Netflix demanded that the main event was the only 12-round fight, is what I heard,
You know what they
to
should have
make it
done?
special.
but
They
they didn't
should-
fucking make sense. They fucking had it till going to
They,
like
they
11
should have.
o'clock.
They should have made the main 15 rounds so we could have seen Canelo cry even more.
It's fucked up.
All right. So
It's
our fight of the
Crawford
year.
could have done another 12, dog.
Our fight
Our
of the
fight
year
of the year
so
of the
far,
week.
We'll talk about it right now. But
I had, let's see here, fight of the year, Bivol Beterbiev, Isak Cruz versus Angel Fierro.
Really?
Shinada, you had Eubank Ben, Taraji versus Akui, and Tsutsuki
That's a good
versus
show.
That was a
actually.
good
You know,
fight.
Paul. You know, Paul. That's a good show.
Saul, you had Inoue Cardenas and Benavides Morel.
yeah, that and recently I also wanted to put in there Puyo Matias
That's a good one.
That was a good one. That's a good show.
and then Morel Katiev on the same card. That's crazy, but those
And
two
Josh,
had to be
you
added.
got Cruz, Fierro as well, and Smith Buatsi.
I think this was better than all of those.
Yeah.
The thing is if they went 2 rounds, I think I just would have given it to. I would give it to it
If
because it
Yeah,
was
like
a damn.
seeing the championship rounds of that fight would have been fire.
Yeah, there's something different about like having championship rounds. You know,
I
that's why I'm like I know it is one of my top fights of the year. That's why it's like on the same level as Katiev Morel because again they're both 10 rounders. If they went 2 more rounds, both of them, you know, who knows what could have happened.
different ending, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think we need a rematch on this one, though.
Absolutely.
I would watch that
Absolutely.
again.
Listen,
Well,
man.
how-
if
Sorry.
Billy ever listened to his damn fucking coaches, like this is like the rematch is uninteresting. But also, Lester
He's not going
Martinez.
to.
He's not going to, and Lester Martinez got better throughout the fight at timing in Billy and setting traps, which is very interesting. Someone did listen to their coach, and it wasn't Mbili.
How do you guys
Lester's been
feel
looking
about?
really good on Pro Box. Like,
No, I
I was
know.
excited for this one.
Like I said, don't sleep. Like we were talking about not sleeping on Lester Martinez last week.
Mhm.
But like the way he improved through the fight, because like I saw a comment on SP that was really funny, calling him like the Latin American Dave Allen with the fuck ass Philly shell that he uses. Because that Philly shell, that is a street beef scrapyard Philly shell.
It's
Like-
not good.
It's not good, but his offense, the way it flourished through the fight, as he he listened to his coach and got more confidence. Like, I like it. And if Mbili can fights continue, basically if they pick up where they left off, but Martinez has some more gas from not wearing all those shots for the prior 10 rounds, I think Martinez can actually win pretty handily.
I got a question for y'all. What would you guys rate Lester Martinez's performance compared to Billy? Just rate both their performances for this fight. What do you guys think?
On a scale of 10?
Yeah.
I would say Mbili 6 or 7, Martinez 7 or 8.
And Bailey gets a 5 or 6, and then Martinez a nice 8. It's not the IQ issue. Whatever, fighters can have bad IQs, but at least listen to the guy screaming in your face day in day out when he tells you, "Please use your jab before you wing hooks at him."
Being
Wow.
coachable is a huge thing.
When he's
Like-
screaming at you in French, your fucking language, because his coach is an anglophone.
And he learned
And
French
you're
just to scream at you.
Yeah, some of these Canadian coaches, they're based in Quebec. They're fucking anglophones. When you see them at the amateur events, they're anglophones. You can just tell, and they're screaming at you, and please, you don't even have to do the more complicated things. Where step to the side, wing, no, they're telling you jab your way in, which is a basic fundamental of this damn sport.
What?
Don't smother your work is a fundamental of this sport. So do it. Just do it.
It's also because Lester's also with Bomac. Oh, we all know how we feel about Bomac, you know.
No,
We'll talk about it again right now.
Bomac didn't even fit in the ring. That was between rounds.
Hey, but we'll put Bomac. We'll put Bomac in there with Rick Laser and fucking old
Dan
school Mike
Raphael.
Coppinger and Dan Raphael.
Collapses the
That
ring,
guy.
bro.
We'll take him to heart attack, bro.
Oh, that's the fight.
Only.
That's the fight of the century. Who finishes an octuple bypass?
Butterbean.
I got a
That's-
question for you guys, because we were talking about this being a 10 rounder instead of a 12. I thought, and this is what I just me being too a little optimistic. I was thinking it got moved down to a 10 rounder because the interim title's not a real title. This doesn't get championship rounds if it's
Oh, that's
not
a base
real
take.
championship.
That's
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty base.
Base
They
take.
have 12-round fights for bullshit
I know
titles all the
that,
time.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Like as I was formulating that thought, I was thinking like, but they do 12 rounders for garbage all the time. So
The fucking Oriental Pacific was always 12 rounds until people started dying.
Yeah, and that's still.
Alright,
I think I had a take at one point about how it's just the sparring culture more than the fighting culture.
yes,
Mhm.
I
really-
think the JBC doesn't do very good medicals or take it serious.
Yeah, but that in conjunction with like how like macho the sparring culture is,
Yeah. It's a
Really,
bad
like-
combination.
it's the recipe. Because the thing is that like negligent commissions, like the UK's commission doesn't give a fuck about anything half the time, but the sparring culture is relaxed enough where like you don't see the consequences,
Yeah.
and that ends up being my take on the JBC's issues.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
I want to say one more thing. Well, I want to
Sure.
say one more thing about this fight. I think that from watching this fight, and I know when we were on the pod last time, I talked about how Christian and Billy and Lester Martinez both fucking hell of a fucking hit. You know, I think this fight kind of proved to me that they both also have pretty strong chins. I was watching it, I was like, damn, how are these guys still standing? You know,
Part of that
Like,
is smothering each other's work, but also like the one thing I don't give Mbili much credit for this because he smothered a lot of both of their work. But the thing that Lester give credit to Lester's fuck ass Philly shell is that he sees every shot coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, he's gonna get clocked by it, but again,
not as bad.
most of the shots that like really get you, and you're gonna see in the main, like the shots that really shook Canelo are the ones that like he had no idea were even coming.
It came out from fucking Texas, from Miami.
They came from
No.
nowhere. So the way like Lester's open to getting hit by anything, but it means he can see anything, which is like that.
Relying
intent-
on your chin is not a good plan.
That's the best.
absolutely
defense
not.
ever.
I gotta
come
say,
on.
I gotta
I fucking love it.
Lester's
Oh.
performance was just
I think-
beautiful, man.
But the thing is,
That kid's special, man. That kid's special.
by
He's
the
special.
by the end of the fight, he was getting hit way less. Like that's the thing. I saw this kid improve throughout the fight, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people are gonna miss. A lot of people are gonna harp on, oh, Mbili won too many of the early rounds, and he shaded this one, so Mbili can totally just come back and win it. But like Lester improved so much throughout the fight that I think giving him a fresh gas tank and the rather obvious assumption that Mbili is just not gonna make any tactical improvements. Like it's there to be won.
Well, I'll tell you this. But the reason why I'm saying that Lester's special is exactly why, for the reason you said, is that he is able to adjust. The ability to adjust is it's not talked about enough with fighters. You know, the fact that Lester Martinez was able to adjust and, you know,
Oh, absolutely.
fucking
It's
beat the shit out of Mbili.
and you know
some
what?
rounds.
Yes. His trainer is Bomac, but as we just saw, it's coachability. As Shanada just said,
Yeah.
it's coachability that makes all the difference here, because it's not
That's
like
why-
both.
That's
it's
why
not like-
Pacquiao was great. He listened to every fucking word that he was told.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know. It's like that. That is my opinion. Truly, my opinion.
And that
On the-
But
opinion.
we
Yeah.
are so far in the weeds. We need
Yeah,
to
I was
get
about to
back.
say that opinion's gonna end up quite a bit on Patreon. So if you
Oh,
want to
boy.
get
Yeah.
signed up,
This is why we don't pair me and Josh.
It's good. It's good content.
All right, let's move up. Callum Walsh
Crazy
versus
work.
Fernando Vargas. UD for Walsh in what was a very unexciting co-main event. Perfect time.
This was ass.
This is perfect time to go get a new refresher drink, get some food, go to the bathroom. Whatever the case was, this was the time to do it. This fight was ass.
I went to go make myself food and eat, and I fucking went back. I was like, "Who's winning?"
This fight
I was
was
like,
so bad. I'm not going
Here
to
we go.
talk about it. I'm going to talk about how Max Kellerman needs to be like taken out back like old Yeller.
I fucking hate Max Kellerman. The
Like, this is
comms
brutal.
on this
This is
card
brutal.
was terrible.
It's hard to watch because I mean we wanted him back, and he became a Saudi plant. You know.
Nobody
Jim
wanted
Lampley.
him back. He's always been
Whoa,
shit.
whoa, no, what? Whoa,
No.
What are you talking
See-
about? What are you talking about?
See, the thing is, I used to like Max Kellerman is the metaphor I'd use to describe him. He's like a bell. Like, it depends on who's next to him, who's ringing him, that like what comes out is good or garbage noise. So if he's paired with good commentators in the past on like Showtime or HBO, it was
I
good.
never liked him.
If he
The-
was
the
on
thing
like
is-
when he was on Showbox with like Abner Mares, it's terrible. That's the thing. Like, it really depends on who he's paired with. But nowadays, like in the post, like in this era, where like you can tell he basically just needs a job and will do whatever it takes to keep it, and he's just gonna keep his mouth out of like around whoever pays him's fucking dick. It's not like, no. I think I posted in the Hall of Fame because it took me out with how like abrupt it was. I said someone on the SP Discord said Butler killed the wrong brother
Oh my god.
with how
That's
bad he
fucked
was.
Yo, that's fucked up.
that is
No,
I don't-
yo, yo,
like, I was so fucked up.
I
It was-
condone that. That's fucked
that
up,
shit
bro.
was
That's fucked up.
Did you read it? It was out of
I
left
remember
field.
that. I remember seeing that, and I thought
That's
then the
fucked.
same.
That's
I'm thinking
fucked
now
up, bro.
is oh my god, that is in
Oh my
extremely
God.
poor
For
taste.
all intents and purposes, I do not condone that.
I don't condone the comment, but it's like that's the level of
fucked up,
frustration.
bro.
That I'm only displaying the comment to illustrate the frustration that having commentary this bad on a fight this bad on an event this big really does to like the whole presentation.
Well, one thing I will say about the commentary itself is just it wasn't even Max Kellerman, dude. It was like John Anik does
John
not
Anik.
fucking belong in this. Yeah, like he belongs
Andre
in
Ward-
UFC. It's like,
Andre Ward is trying.
it's like you know what reminded me fucking John Anik reminded me of is the fucking people in the chat fucking typing oh when they land a fucking jab. Like, bro, it's not that serious.
Oh,
Has there been any Has there been any reasonable explanation as to why like the UFC's top brass was so involved with this like whole card? Like, why is Anik even
Turkey.
on tab?
Because they want
Just
to see
because
him
Turkey likes him? Like, is that literally it?
It's
They
part
don't
of
pay him enough.
they're trying to take over the sport, and like basically I see the not the vision in that I support it, but I see the vision of like you make it you can go to TKO or Riyadh season, and it's like the illusion of choice, basically the way they're trying to take over the sport, because like it's the
like
same shit.
It's the same shit coin. You know?
It's the same shit, but by introducing a new promoter that you bankroll, the whole point is that you take up dates. You take up dates, and you really just try and take away the market from other promoters.
And take out fighters too sometimes.
Yeah, like that's the whole thing. Because like if a guy he can't really get dates with Top Rank, but like he doesn't want to jump ship to TKO, and like Riyadh season is there, or vice versa. Like it's very much
Talking about fucking another TV deal.
like there's people in this world who still sign with Don King in 2025.
Which is fucking crazy.
It's not unreasonable to think that people will fall for this.
Yeah.
Because again, there are people who sign with Don King in the year of our Lord 2025, so he can keep putting on shows in Baltimore rec halls.
One thing I will say about fucking the whole production itself is ass. Besides the arena looked nice, but just the commentary, the fucking camera work.
Yeah, I wasn't too.
Sometimes even the camera quality. I was like,
Um,
damn, is this how it's really gonna be? They called it the fight of the century. This is how they're treating it. Like this, it feels like it was thrown together in a couple days. You know, like I've seen better shit on Pro Box. Way better shit on
Well,
Pro
this
Box.
is sort of the Canelo Classic. Like, I don't know if there's been a single card of his that's felt big outside of him, right? Like, it almost feels like the UFC equivalent of watching a McGregor card, where everything else is kind of just like meh.
Hey,
we're just waiting for McGregor to show up.
Canelo Golovkin 2 was a fantastic card.
That it
card
was,
good.
but like
that was a good card.
I think-
but it's also been like 8 years. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
generally speaking, his cards are like you're better off like going to sleep, right? Like genuinely, you could watch paint dry, and that would be more entertaining than whatever the hell is happening on the undercard.
Well, hold on. This card had some good fights. This card did have some good
Billy
fights.
was good.
That-
And Billy
and
fight was good. I'm not trying to tell
Yeah,
so
Soul's
much shit,
good.
but generally the co-mains are, they're not
Supposed to
worth
be that.
writing home about, right? No one can
Yeah.
outshine Canelo, guys, right? We got to
Yeah.
make sure he's the main focus.
that's
here.
true.
main attraction.
Actually,
That's why
I will
Emili
say,
and Martinez got moved down the bill. To be completely honest.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you could have Callum
Yeah, exactly.
Walsh.
Also, because they're trying to promote the UFC guy. That's their fucking point. You know, that's the whole thing.
No, I do think they moved Billy down because it would make the main look bad to be compared
absolutely.
directly afterwards.
And,
And
honestly,
it's
I think
also
it
to
would've made it
prop
better.
Callum Walsh up. It like really.
Yeah, exactly. Let's prop him up. I think honestly, it would have made the whole event feel better if they put it as a co-main. In hindsight, it's like, damn, we're gonna get into it right now, but it was like those two fights were good as fuck, dude. Good as fuck.
Well, is that enough for Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas? Not a whole
More
lot.
than
Fuck
enough.
Callum Walsh.
The fight was
Callum Walsh,
fucking,
retire now, please. What's the statement? Two bums.
Two bums,
Two bums.
The
Two
new
bums.
IBF champion.
no W. Two bums.
Two bums.
All right. Now the reason that we're here. Terence Crawford beats Saul Canelo Alvarez in 12. Let me start by preparing my healthy serving of crow with a lot of humble pie on the side because I picked Canelo. It was a coin flip, but I still went with it. I stand by what I went with. Crawford pitched the perfect game. Canelo was. We were talking about before we started, talking about Canelo being good on the inside. Who was that? That was.
Yeah.
That was me.
I thought Canelo was winning the exchanges on the inside, but his feet are so fucking retarded. Canelo can't catch anyone anymore.
No,
Like-
and it's like his cut. Like it's not even. It's just the cutting off the ring too. That just like even if his feet weren't there, it's just the fact that like he just doesn't. I don't know if it's the attention span or like the wear and tear, but like
ADHD in the middle of the ring.
like I'm
It's
fucking
crazy.
serious. Like I'm serious. Like he just cannot get the ring cutting going, and that's it's probably the most frustrating part because you know what? You cut off the ring, you get to him, Crawford outmans you there, whatever. But like if you let Crawford stay in second gear for 80% of the fight and just like hit you, it's on you.
I
and-
think one of the issues with Canelo is if you look at 10,000 foot view of his career, the fighters that have given him the most trouble are the ones that are able to fight in both directions, right?
Yeah.
The ones that are constantly switching up. Like when he doesn't have like one area where he's dominant, he really, really struggles. And you could see him getting progressively more frustrated over the course of the fight. He wasn't even getting
Absolutely.
like distressed. He was just like pissed. Like, why the fuck can't I catch this guy? And it was because Crawford was very, very intelligently mixing what range he was going to fight. He's like, I'll fight in the pocket, counterpunching at times, and then as soon as it gets a little too sketchy, I'm out. I'm back on my bike. I'm boxing you from long range. And he could not cope with that style change mid-fight.
He kept having to reset the whole fight. He would start kind of getting in the groove, and boom, Crawford moves. There was times that Crawford would get in the corner, move. Canelo would like start trying to load up a punch, and Crawford ought to be on the other side of the ring.
He would be inching towards him, and then he's already moving laterally out of position.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a skull where he keeps backpedaling out of it. Like genuinely, the lateral movement and ring craft is just holy shit.
Peaches.
I don't want to hear anybody say Crawford was running. That was not running at all.
That's the comparison I'm saying.
In my personal opinion, I think that this is probably the best performance against Canelo anybody's ever had. Better than Bivol, even better than Mayweather, in my opinion. I mean, this was a masterclass.
I don't know
about that.
Because the thing is,
Canelo didn't even
versus
Mayweather on Mayweather.
Look. Well, hold up. Mayweather. Look at it at the times it happened. Okay, Mayweather. It was when it was early in his career, and
if we're looking at it that way, Canelo's over the hill right now too. So,
well, it depends. It's half glass full, half glass empty. I think he's the most seasoned he's been in his whole career.
Season doesn't matter if your legs don't get going.
Horrible. The thing is that let me say this. Wait, hold on.
Like B-Hop against Joe Smith Jr. was the most seasoned Bernard Hopkins ever. He was also 52 and had no legs left.
I will say this too. It's not like Canelo didn't train, and it's also like Canelo did not try to fight. Okay, he had a game plan. I mean, we all saw he was trying to go for the body first. You know, he tried doing what he does with all the big fighters. Goes to the body, fucking jab, overhand right. You know, it didn't work. He had a plan, and he probably looked, I think, in my opinion, he looked the slimmest he's been in years. So it's not like he didn't train. He put in the effort to win, and it just wasn't enough.
He's just lost.
I don't think we should just look at this as a Canelo fail, because in order for Crawford to win this fight, he had to bring an all-time performance, and that's what he brought. And, over on the casuals, when we were talking about this fight, I talked about the one scenario I could see Crawford winning, and it was what we sort of saw here. It was similar to the Spence fight where Canelo wants to come forward, Crawford accepts that and wants to punch second. And that's basically how this fight came out. In those exchanges, Crawford was just better every single time. And I mean, especially I think it was round 8 or 9, they got into some seriously dangerous exchanges. And in the last couple fights, granted against inferior competition, Canelo was knocking Munguia or Berlanga out, or not out, but he was completely shut them down with one dynamic punch. And in this fight, he wasn't able to find that punch on Crawford because Crawford in those exchanges was able to keep his defense and his offense at the same level. He never let himself get out of position, and whatever Canelo hit him with, he hit him back 3 or 4 times more.
I think that the what made me realize that Crawford won the fight was when they would get into the pocket and Crawford would beat the shit out of him in the pocket and just move out the way. I was like, dude, there's no way he's winning the fight. Because if Canelo can't even win in the pocket and get a shot in, how the fuck can he reach him anytime in the fight, you know? He beat him at his own game. And there was times, I think it was the 10th round, where it looked like vintage Canelo was coming out, vintage, where he's Triple G type Canelo, where he was just throwing, just, try to land a punch, and oh my God, dude, he couldn't get shit in. You know? Crawford, it was a masterclass. It was beautiful.
Crawford took the punches better than I expected as well. I thought Canelo was going to hurt him. Really hurt him. And Crawford was hurt a couple times. I don't care what people say. He was hurt a couple times.
Yeah. And part of that is
round 6.
He has his dog. He has that dog in him.
Yeah. I was impressed with Crawford's ability to take a punch. I didn't think he would handle it that well, and that's why I was thinking Canelo would win.
I lean towards that same mentality was a very, very good smaller guy is going to lose to the very good bigger guy. That's kind of what I went with.
Unfortunately,
and, there's definitely
Canelo's just not very good anymore.
Yeah, he's not very good.
He was never good, actually. Here's my haters. Two bums.
Two bums, crazy.
Two bums.
No. I think there are parallels here, though, between Crawford and Usyk, right? Both guys jumping up like an absurd amount of weight from where they've been standing, and yet they're able to overcome that sort of odds purely from boxing IQ.
Yeah, they succeed in different ways, though. Like Crawford, very much. It's a very lateral. Like he definitely uses a ring generalship to overcome whatever shortcomings the size may give him, whereas Usyk flat out his offensive craft and like forward footwork were his highlight traits in the weight jumps.
Right. Like stylistically they couldn't be more different, but I think the core of it is like they are just masters of their craft. They know if you put the right kind of style, especially like I think in hindsight, the kind of style that Canelo brought out, that's exactly what Crawford wants. He wants someone that will come to him, don't make me chase you down, like, Madrimov did, or, Madrimov, the way that I think we were there, I don't know why I said, I think I know we were there live for that fight, me and Leo. And that fight was just frustrating because Madrimov would not stay still. He wouldn't really press forward in range or ever commit. But from the opening bell, Canelo is loading up power shots immediately, and he's wading into Crawford's territory. And once he's there, I mean, there's no one better than him. Like clearly, at this, like, there's no one that can touch him when you step into that world.
I will like this is where I fully agree. Like in the realm of like possibility at those lower weight classes, in terms of like again, I say that's where Usyk's the strongest in those deep waters. But I guess part of it is how much dog. Not to interrupt, but like the most standout trait isn't even a skill one from Crawford and Usyk. Like tangentially, they have this like intangible freak athleticism and even more intangible determination that really like they assert their will even if they're not necessarily in a good spot.
Yeah, I could totally see that because every time that Crawford got bothered, like he made it a point to pay Canelo back, even if he didn't get him back as good. The next round, he poured it on.
Yeah, and same with Usyk. Like you see his highlight moments at heavyweight are always when like this huge Goliath rushes him, gives him some adversity, and like he takes a breath, sits down, comes back, and just pillar to post. And it's like it's only happened with AJ and Fury because those have been like they're not these most skilled opponents, but they're definitely his hardest opponents. And even with Bradis and Michael Hunter, you saw it there too, where like they give him some adversity, and instead of like backing up at it, he just has that dog to be able to, and that's something that like I appreciate a lot from Crawford in that fight because very easily he could have just backed up, moved laterally, and
done a Charlo.
Watched Canelo. Not even because Charlo only went backwards. Crawford could have made a sort of backward lateral move and kept Canelo floundering, but no. When faced with adversity, he showed that intangible that like. He's always had it, but here he can actually, again, against a truly necessary great moment, he really gets to show those intangibles.
Crawford proved that he was a great fighter and that Canelo was just a very good fighter. It's crazy to me because I was just thinking over yesterday. It's like Canelo's whole career has been building up towards losing to Crawford. Absolutely. Like this is Crawford's legacy, He beat Canelo, who fought Mayweather, who fought Bivol, who fought all these guys.
I think it's hyperbolic. I think it's hyperbolic to say Crawford is like top 10, top 15 all time greatest, because his legacy is going to boil as much as the eye test can carry, he just needed more fights against truly good opposition to be, because
At the prime.
yes, he has because the thing is that like excluding whatever excuses haters like myself can make about Spence and Canelo, where is the good fights? His entire legacy is predicated on 2 wins where he showed his greatness. But for the rest of his career, it's honestly like the fact that his hardest fight is against Mean Machine is not great, because like in every great fighters, like all-time great fighters, they have good wins. They have good wins, they have great wins. Like you're not gonna beating Hagler.
I was Chris very mediocre wins against very mediocre guys.
Beating guys like Sugar Ray Leonard is a comparison point here, because yes, he beat Hagler, Terence, Duran, but like he also has a lot of very good wins at his weight class, at his weight classes that he fought at. Like let's take a peek. Like Donnie Lalonde at super middleweight, that was a good win. Not an all-time great opponent win, but that's a good win.
That's a good win. It's similar to this fight where he went up and beat a bigger guy. Not a great guy,
Wilfred Benitez is an underrated great win. And he dominated that man.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, you're right. Sugar Leonard's resume is definitely one of the greatest of all time.
And the thing is,
he's considered one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, but that's the company Crawford is entering. But I don't I think he can be this is being like extremely down on it and saying like top 30 all time. But that will just be on. That's still great.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's purely
thousands of boxers.
It's purely like again, I've already made my case for why I dislike him outside of the ring for that Top Rank extension. But the thing is that if he, in the world where he goes to PBC, he has those good wins, he has those good wins.
Exactly that.
He has Thurman and Porter. He moves up to 154. He probably get Danny Garcia at 54 instead of Madrimov, who's somebody that will probably not be considered a good win considering how strong the division is. He probably hangs with Boots at some point.
Charlo,
probably has
Fundora,
exactly. So he has a bunch of, because I use Ray Leonard as the example because like outside of the standout wins, he has a pretty thin resume. He was a bit of a diva.
Ugas too.
But even then, yeah, right. Ugas, Pacquiao, Broner,
Barrio.
He would have had Pacquiao.
Yeah,
on his resume.
He would have Pacquiao. He would have had Barrio.
Pacquiao. He would have had a better Spence.
Yeah.
And a better Canelo. Yeah. And the thing is that if he's at 168 at the time Canelo becomes undisputed, you're not there's Benavidez and Morella right there. And the thing is
that's assuming
Mikey Garcia.
That's assuming he fights more than once a year, though.
No, but even with the once a year, it's
like that. I think he would fight more than once.
Yeah, but instead of Amir Khan and Kell Brook, even if you swap out like the Top Rank extension fights with all good contenders, now you have a resume that is like you can crack top 20, top 15 conversations. Because
I mean, I think him doing this in general puts him in the top 15. My opinion, probably definitely top 15.
The reason, the thing is that like if you look at fighters before weight classes became so common, like again, Leonard moving up to 168 to fight Donnie Lalonde, that was one of the first like major 168 clashes. The weight class was very new. Like the weight jumps were scarier. Like. There because like again Leonard on a 3-year layoff went from 147 to 160, which is the same jump to fight Hagler, who is a infinitely like I will at that stage in the career. Hagler was probably on the downside, but it's not like he was anywhere near over the hill. This was Marvin Hagler.
No, I mean. 100%, yeah. That itself is legendary. That's
No,
they've
so
been
that's
they were making comparisons to that fight with this fight.
that's the compare, but that's the point of like it's great. It's absolutely a testament to Crawford's greatness, and I say this as a complete like. This guy's detestable outside of the ring. I don't think a bigger loser could be an all-time great. This guy's gonna waste all his money with his 7 kids and be back fighting Jake Paul in 12 years.
Back
I
on
hope
Jake
Crawford
Paul.
retires,
We pushed it
honestly.
out a few years, but we're still back on Jake Paul.
Like,
I think he's done. I think Crawford's done after this. I'm
I think
surprised
so.
if he goes and fights another
I
fighter.
thi-
There's nothing better
I-
than this, honestly.
no,
Yeah.
but the thing is, you have to consider the way his life. Like, yeah, he lives incredibly frugal, but this guy will not stop having kids.
Bro, he's got enough money to fucking feed a million kids. He could go fucking Africa.
No,
Buy
but
everybody
the
a
thing
cheeseburger.
that no, but the thing is that like that's the like Crawford strikes me as somebody who, again, he's always believed he's a bigger star than he actually has been. So, don't you like you think it? I'm not saying he's gonna like gamble the money away like Michael Jordan does. I'm saying he's gonna make some bad business investments with putting his name on it. Maybe a chain of restaurants, a car dealership, something that doesn't work out, and he'll be back, which is unfortunate. But so I think with that threat and the threat of 7 kids, you're going to run into Turkey, especially because like Turkey's going to offer him a fight, like a check he cannot refuse. A check, especially because Crawford can be buttered up real easy. He's gonna butter Crawford up, be like, listen, man, you will be the greatest of all time. I'm going to give you like $300 million if you face my guy here, David Benavidez, or something like that.
I do want to give someone time that they are.
Oh,
they
absolutely.
They've
Let
been here
Isaac
for a
go
while.
ahead.
Yeah, he's been here for a while. He's gonna go to bed soon. We got to get his
Go ahead.
piece in. We've all been talking. This guy just barely joined. We got to hear what he's got to say. Welcome in, Isaac.
All right. So I'm the resident Canelo fan. Yeah, go ahead and get your booze in. I was cheering for him. Hoping he would win this fight. I did know that he could possibly lose. I even told like all of my family. I mean, they didn't believe me again, even though I told them that in the Bivol fight. But I told them there's like real chances that Canelo could lose. And man, dude, Bud is an all-time great boxer, not just in this era. He is an all-time great boxer. He's a very special fighter, and like I said the same thing whenever we saw Usyk, do his thing with Fury and Dubois, and I'm gonna say it again with Bud. This is a very special fighter, and this is in our era. Like we're seeing a spectacle, man. It's one of those things that's it's humbling to see, and I mean, bro, not every generation, gets a fighter like this. I mean, this is like amazing to see. Bud is just incredibly talented as a boxer. I mean, he was infighting with Canelo multiple times throughout the fight, and landing pretty well. I mean, you compare their faces in the post-fight press conference. Bud was barely touched. I mean, Canelo landed some, but not. And there was at no point in the fight where I was like, "Oh, Bud is hurt." Canelo landed a few times, but there was nothing really substantial. And man, his defense was on point. His offense was on point. Footwork, his feints. His counters. I mean, it was like from bottom to top. He was just a near perfect fighter, like pretty much as perfect as you can get. And it was just incredible to see, man. I had a feeling, anyone that's saying robbery, by the way, is just completely wrong. You cannot.
I didn't even say robbery, and I hate Bud Crawford more than most people love their mothers.
There's zero world where Canelo wins that fight. Like you cannot. Like Canelo is my boy. You can barely argue for a draw. Barely. There's no world where Canelo wins. Bud deserved that win. And for people saying like, oh, he's more washed. I mean, like, yes, but Bud came up in weight, so that cancels each other out. I mean, give him his flowers. Give Bud his flowers. Like, this is an all-time great win, and his name just shot up on all-time great list. I mean, 3-time undisputed. Oh,
He went from like 4th or 5th in this era, in my estimation, to like, okay, 1 or 2 interchangeably, and like he's in the conversation. Absolutely, he's at the table.
yeah, it's a special fighter, man. It's nice to see, man. This is, I mean, I said this with Nathan and Leo after Usyk completely dismantled Dubois. It's we don't get to see these type of fighters often, so whenever they do come around, I mean, it's must watch and just enjoy, like take it in, because these fighters really, it's a rarity. It's a rarity. So just like really enjoy it. Like, you know, he's gonna turn 38 here soon. He's not gonna be around long. We'll see what he does next, but whatever he does coming up, I mean, just enjoy the time we have left with him, because it's gonna be a while before we see a fighter on his level again.
Wouldn't be surprised if he retires.
I hope he does.
I was expecting him.
Hey, I'm stating the case for how Al-Ashik gets him back.
I mean, it's
I'll
easy
think
money. I mean, I could see him coming back for one more, just because
Yeah, like
after
he's
this
like
win, like, I mean,
he
his
wants to
stock has
revel
gone
in
up.
it.
Yeah, his stock has gone up. His next paycheck, if he does come back, it's gotta be way more. So
And
he
it's
get
gonna
that cash
be,
out.
but Crawford has enough of like ego per se that like it'll make it actually like it'll validate him and every choice he's made almost. Like he can be buttered up and he can be validated into taking the next fight. Doesn't matter who it's with. Turkey could be like, all right, bro, I have cloned Mike Tyson from the year 1986 and you're gonna fight him. And you know what? If the check is big enough and the stage is big enough, Crawford will do one more and retire.
You know, he was
I think
saying that they
Go ahead,
asked him
Isaac.
about 160. They asked him whenever he was at the analyst table. He said, you know, potentially 160, because he's not going back to 154, but potentially 160 he could do.
It'd be
we're
really
talking about
disappointing.
four-time undisputed. But I mean, that is he'd go from Canelo to someone like Janibek, which is like really
like
That's
I guess
different.
that's a down.
Janet, like Janibek is more likely to be like retired than fighting Crawford if we're looking at the scale of the event. I think, like, yes, it would be nice for Crawford to win another title in another weight class, but I think more than anything, he wants an event that is his, because his two biggest fights up to date has been Spence and him, and Canelo and him.
He was never 80 side.
That validation is something that, like, you know, it's a little parasocial for me to surmise, but the way he has gotten on Top Rank and like the way he carried himself around the build up to the Spence fight, basically, like he wants to be the show. And you know what? Good for him. He deserves it. If like as a hater and as a hater and a fan, I would like Benavidez. Like that'd be such a nice fight. Because like I don't even have Benavidez winning that. Like that's a toss up.
Crazy.
I think another one that this is a clear. This is other one that I'm thinking of is like Crawford would be favored by a lot, but you could put him against Jermell at 160 because that's a grudge match. These guys hate each other, and that would absolutely be Crawford's event.
I would love to see that. It's either Charlo, or the other guy, Boots.
I don't think he's interested in fighting Boots.
I don't know. That'd be a fun fight. But
I've stated my love for Boots and my love to see that fight. I don't think it's smart for Crawford to come down to 154, and I don't think it's smart for Boots to go up to 160.
I think there's also whatever fight he gets sold next. I think there can't just be money. There has to be legacy attached to it. Because now, I mean, y'all might disagree with me, but I think this is the single best win of any boxer I've watched in my lifetime. Like I can't think of another single win taken standalone that's better, considering all the circumstances.
In this era.
I think Usyk Fury is pretty high up there.
It's the closest one, I think.
I don't deny that at all. But I mean, if you look at the circumstances, like
Nakatani Inoue is gonna be the one I point at.
That's more for the Japanese.
That's more for the hardcores. That's for the hardcores.
Not a lot of
We're
people
gonna say Nathan
from our side of the world. We're gonna tune into that. Fortunately,
just that like you're gonna have to have a fight that has serious legacy ramifications, right? Because when he took that Spence fight, that wasn't just I'm finally getting paid. That's I'm beating my generational rival, right? And when he took this Canelo fight, he's like I'm beating a guy who's been a pound for pound fighter for the last decade, right?
He's challenging the generation.
Yeah, so he needs something along those lines, and but I mean, like just evaluating this one win, like there's very few fights I think that rise to the level. Like once you think of like I just said, Canelo has been on the pound for pound list for basically over a decade at this point. And you know, we can say all we want about how he's regressed, but I mean the fact that he jumped practically 3 weight classes, like I don't even count 154 that much. He spent years and years as a welterweight. He jumps up for one fight, then moves to 168 and does that. Like he wins convincingly. And I mean, it defies all the logic you should see, because he's doing that on the wrong side of 35 too. Like that doesn't happen. It never happens, right? And so like you start piling up all these things that it defies conventional wisdom that he should have won this fight in the way he did, and yet he did. And so like right, the only other one that makes sense is Usyk Fury, right? Where he's fighting a guy, he jumps up 30 pounds and he's still at a 30-pound weight disadvantage. Like that's a crazy jump up there. But I mean,
I had a crazy
that, what else?
I just had a crazy thought. Like, you know,
what is it?
How years ago after Canelo lost to Bivol was saying that he dropped down to 168 to challenge for the undisputed like super middleweight title.
Shit.
Is there any world
where bro
drops down to 168 to challenge Bud or the undisputed 168?
No,
but that's not happening.
That's like Chad Ross going back down to fight Andre Ward.
Hell no. But also like I don't think it that I just like as much as Bivol is like, well, as legacy as Bivol might be, like again, I think more than like it needs to be a good blend of legacy and spectacle. Crawford needs to be the A-side in an event to validate his entire career to himself. It's not like it's not. Yeah, he would be the A side, but I'm saying it wouldn't be as much of an event. You'd be like, oh, it's Bivol.
But I would say if he fought Benavidez, that would probably be the closest.
That's
thing
what I mean. Benavidez is a similar, like say what you will about legacy. Benavidez is a bigger profile than Bivol right now, and
he like make 168 though.
And he doesn't need to. They could do it at a catch weight even of like 170.
The thing is that also this fight, like we were saying last time, was the grand finale of boxing. There was no passing of the torch, you know. There's no young fighter that's gonna live on.
Pack it up, guys.
No, seriously, because I mean, after this, I mean, are there really going to be a lot of Cinco de Mayo fights, fucking, in the Mexican Independence Day fights for a while? Yes. I mean, that was Canelo's day. Canelo's day.
I will say that
when's that next time it's gonna happen? You know,
I will say that
2 days out here.
Turkey Al Sheikh's involvement in the sport and everything has destroyed the prospect pipeline. So like, yeah, once this generation is done, we're gonna like, yeah, this basically, like, if we're gonna treat it that way, this basically was the series finale.
I do agree with that take. Because honestly, like, it's kind of sad to say, but if Benavidez does fight Crawford, that can be a passing of the torch, a new start for another Mexican star to at least carry on for these days. At least fight twice a year, you know, on the days that Canelo fight, you know. It's just sad to think that, like, it's bittersweet actually to me. I was thinking about it. I mean, I was so happy that Crawford won. I was literally like jumping up and down, like yelling that "fuck yeah, beat his ass" type of thing, you know. And at the end of the fight, I felt sad because I realized I was like, dude, I've been watching Canelo for majority of my life, and it's sad to see him go out like that. And it's yeah, I saw his rise, his peak, and his eventual decline.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see that he's probably gonna retire.
He's saying
soon.
like boxing is dead has been a cliche since they started letting black people box.
Yeah.
But the way the prospect pipeline is so like irreparably damaged at this point, because like what are your options are either you have your amateur background, which is getting like chipped away at by the year just by society, and you hope that you become like one of Turkey's darlings, or you fight on your regional circuit or pro box or wherever, and you grind your way up only to be put against one of Turkey's darlings on 2 weeks' notice. Like, we're gonna hit a prospect crisis, not soon, but it is on the horizon, and it's something that kind of exacerbates the feeling of this feeling like a series finale almost.
Mm-hmm. I mean, right now there's besides Canelo and I guess Tank's also gone, but like there's what are the pay-per-view stars there? There's
I mean, like
Virgil,
I think Virgil and Benavidez.
No.
Benavidez is the closest we have to someone who has like, and like in a way, in a way is known by casuals, but the issue is that like Top Rank sucks at putting his fights on in the United States. So
him being on Facebook is a fucking hate crime. I don't care what.
Yeah, I was about to say,
says.
like, bro, I've seen like beer league lacrosse with more viewers on fucking Facebook, bro. Like, it's criminal.
I think your next other star besides the ones you listed, genuinely, I think it's Moses Saitama.
True.
Like, he's got a lot of potential, but I totally agree with what you're saying. Like, there's not a whole lot of guys that we know about at this moment that who's ready to take the mantle, right?
And Tama feels like he got the last helicopter out of Saigon, though. Like, very much like he's the way like he got the last helicopter out of Saigon with how like he's being developed like a normal prospect instead of like what's going to happen, which is that there are no prospects, so we're just gonna see what works.
In the lightweight classes, will be fine. Because
they always
doesn't care.
Yeah, like the regional circuits in the lighter weight classes should remain fine, but like once you get to welterweight and above, like you're already seeing it at middleweight and at heavyweight. Heavyweight is as talented as it's ever been, but like it's very top heavy. These weight classes are really top heavy, and it's just gonna erode with time if you don't have a spot, because guys are gonna stay amateur if they can't do anything in the pros.
We'll get more Lomachenkos.
And that's not great. You get guys who are too old you got guys who just beat up on kids for the last 10 years and then can't cut it in the pros to their full potential because they didn't turn pro soon enough. Like, Lomachenko had a good career, but he could have all like it's something to say that he could have been so much more if he had just turned pro 8 years earlier and actually became a pro. And we're gonna get a lot of disappointing prospects, or prospects that never turned pro that you'd want them to turn pro. It's bleak.
We're gonna get a bunch of Demetrius Andrades.
It's bleak, and the thing is that everyone's gonna still want to stay Turkey's darling. So you're gonna get a bunch of Andrades.
This is the same as the Mayweather sweepstakes, wasn't it? Where everybody
but the thing is with
doesn't want to do anything because they want to remain pristine.
But that was at the top. At the prospect level, you had guys like Thurman and Spence you had prospects campaigning in search of the sweepstakes. when the sweepstakes is a fighter, yeah, it affects the top, but the prospects really get moving to make it to the top level so they can get that shot. When it's a promoter sweepstakes where you just sit on your ass. There's no one to fight to get that, or no way to earn it. It's chance almost.
Well, then that's when you sign up with the IBF. they'll guide you
It's
up
just
right.
it's a bleak prospect pipeline is what I mean in terms of like how we traditionally consider prospect development, which is like it's going to be guys never reaching their full potential or turning pro too late or just getting like washed over because there's no opportunity to get built up. It's like, again, it's very much this like a series finale of boxing, but I'm still gonna stick around to see how bad it gets. And you know what? If nothing else, I have Inoue Nakatani to look forward to as like one last super fight.
You're so pessimistic. Boxing will be fine.
I was about to say.
Boxing's always fine.
It's always fine, but the thing is that
it can be better.
On a decline. It can be better, but it's on a decline right now.
Yeah, it'll come back.
I'm pessimistic. I'm pessimistic because like I like having the upper weight classes healthy. I do not
Nobody
really,
cares. Well,
like,
I don't care. Everybody cares except me.
Everybody cares. That's the thing. Like we're the hardcores. But like when I go to work and I talk to a guy, it's like, oh, did you see the Benavidez highlight clip on Instagram? It's never like, did you see Bam Rodriguez fight last week? Like
it should be. Bam's
it should be.
Awesome.
We are the hardcores ostensibly. And I'm thinking more about again, a kid, an absolute, like a complete child does not sign up for boxing because he watched Inoue Cardenas. As good as that fight was, it's because he watched a really cool heavyweight fight where two fat dudes beat the shit out of each other.
No,
I disagree.
I disagree. Boring.
No, that's how it was back in the day. They would watch the heavyweight fights with George Foreman and fucking Muhammad Ali, even in the 90s.
But you see the British boom in boxing was Audley Harrison.
Was that's true.
A heavyweight.
You're not wrong. But that's British boom.
And then it was David Price. You had AJ, and then AJ's era really that's what I mean. It's always like an inspiring like in Europe, like the Klitschko's being in Germany kind of correlates to Germany having a really nice amateur scene right now.
But you get small guys that do the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Not on the same scale, though.
It's absolute. But the thing is that
many people started boxing because of Pacquiao.
Heavyweight is that like
you're right. But that's because he had the.
But they built him up. They built him up properly promotionally.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and that's the point. That's the point we're trying to make.
So many people are going to start boxing because of Bam and Inoue.
I think a lot of people are going to start boxing because of this fight. This is the fight that
when I look at Pacquiao's career here, the thing is that like he was this is when like Friday night fights cards existed and everything that he could be on, and there were so many dates that were filled by a pile of promoters that all had TV dates. They turn on their TV. Who is this Filipino dude? I can't pronounce his name, and he's beating the fuck out of this champion. Nowadays, that doesn't exist. You can't flick on your TV, and like the culture is not there anymore for you.
Because there are no TV deals.
Yeah, like there's no room for a kid to turn on his TV on a Thursday night and see this kid Pacquiao who had to put fucking rocks in his shorts beating the fuck out of the world champion. That story doesn't exist anymore, and that's why I think the prospect pipeline is a little bleak. I'm not saying the sport's going to die out, but I'm saying at the upper weight classes is lightweight and above if you go at it mathematically. And they're going to dry up a little bit interest-wise because there's there's no way, it's not accessible. And it gets less accessible to access these prospects because before they're stars, they're always prospects. and you need to be able to build them not just as fighters, but promotionally at the prospect stage for free in an accessible way.
Like
So that way,
Pro
like Pro Box, exactly. But no TV deal.
Just speaking of prospects, I have prospects for sleep tonight, so I'm gonna dip. But
we've gone way off topic and way
likewise.
over.
Likewise, I'm about to dip too.
We've gone way over.
Okay.
It's about time.
Let's see this.
Yep.
Start
See y'all.
wrapping this up.
Appreciate you for having us.
Yeah.
Have a
hell
good
yeah.
one, fellas.
Thank you for coming.
We should wrap up.
Yep. Shit. What were you gonna say, Saul?
I was gonna say, just want to say one last thing about the fight. That is just, man, it's just it was a spectacle, dude. I haven't felt like that in forever, man. I remember this. I would talk to people, just random people, about the fight on the street. This. I was surprised that actually people started talking about it. You know,
It's on
it was
Netflix.
actually yeah, exactly. But it was like a highly viewed event. You know, it was akin to like a Mayweather Canelo, a Mayweather Pacquiao type thing. You know, people were talking about it. It's crazy. And I can't believe, I'm still in disbelief right now that Crawford did what he did. Beautiful, beautiful fighter. Beautiful, beautiful man in that ring. I loved it. I loved every second of it. He beat the shit out of Canelo.
Damn.
Yep.
I
I'm
wish
gonna
I
give.
hadn't moved, because the corner shop, like I think I've mentioned it on B-sides before. The corner store near where I used to live, like on you can always tell big fight weekends. I go to the corner store on like Saturday night or Saturday evening, and the place is packed. All of the beer is fucking gone, and everybody in line is talking about the fight. It has happened more than once, and they've all been Canelo fights. But that would have been cool to see what was happening in the shop. Sad times. All right. Anything more for the Terence Crawford Canelo card?
You said everything we needed to say.
I'm not gonna do ads this time. Fuck that. But I am gonna throw some shit in.
Buy a T-shirt.
I was gonna throw some shit in here. We got this new jacket up. It actually looks pretty dope. So lvx.be/shop if you want to check that out. LVX Media Net, that's the social media handle everywhere. If you cannot find it, chances are we're not on it. But if you want to hit me up, let me know what social media app you can't find me on. 833-589-7637. I want to hear what you think about Terence Crawford beating Canelo. Does your heart ache? Or your fucking loins tickled? You tell me. That's all I got. Or let's do some parting words. Shanada, start us off.
I don't have parting words today. I'm gonna go crash so hard.
Excellent.
I've been awake for like 48 hours.
Fair enough.
Saul, you got anything?
Yeah, I just want to say that there's a couple fights that happen every couple years that reignites the love of the sport. That reminds the fans what we love most about boxing. You know, we had Spence Crawford, Wilder, Fury. Fucking this fight made me realize again and again why it's love. Why I watch boxing. You know, it's why we love boxing. It was beautiful, and I'm glad I have experienced it. And I could die happy now. That was my parting words. I can die happy now, knowing that Crawford became 3 times.
I can die happy now.
My top 10 greatest of all time.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I don't care. I don't care.
Pro Box good. Pro Box good.
Oh fuck, that's gonna do it for this edition. This is gonna go up when it goes up. Boxing B-sides. Fucking check us out.